Well, hello, hello. I'm Wayne Belisle with this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. Sorry I missed the last couple of weeks. Had some things pop up. First, we had technology problems. Somebody came in and changed some equipment, which knocked us all off the air, and then I was out of town. So my apologies for the unexpected. Anyways, today we're going to talk about why you should screen your customers. Truthfully, and the importance of getting your quality, how to sell smarter, how to find clients that are worth your time. It's really pretty simple. Um, Look, when I started my business, I was like many other new business owners with no sales background. This is not unusual. This is common. Somebody's a dentist, somebody's a plumber, somebody opens up a restaurant, whatever. It really doesn't matter the business. You really don't have a good marketing background. You don't have the budget to really hire somebody any good usually. Um, I just wanted to try to sell anyone who would let me talk to them. Honestly, when you have no business, you take whatever you can get, right? So I hired a sales consultant who was constantly arguing with me and telling me I had to qualify my prospects before making my sales call. I had the arguments I hear from some of my clients now. My arguments for not qualifying can be summarized as follows. Sales is an energy business. Just getting out there and speaking to people is valuable from an energy generation point of view. Yeah, to a degree, true. It's good to get out of your bubble and get out and talk to people. You could be wrong. You might think prospect X obviously has no use for your product, but you don't know this for sure. Also true. But to be honest about it, quite often you're right. And they don't have a need for your product. Number three, it helps to desensitize you to I can't talk to rejection, and you get to practice your objections on a relatively unimportant prospect. I don't like that one. That sounds like I'm just spinning my wheels and wasting my time, but that's what I was thinking at the time. The time you waste guessing if someone is interested or not could be used more effectively by just asking him or her. Kind of true, but often not because they don't always know what they want. The argument my sales consultant used for qualifying was there cost an enormous amount of effort, human capital, and money to make a sales call. Very true. Calculate how much time it takes you to make a sales call, um, and what your time's worth, and decide. Simply, if you want to be profitable, can't afford to waste time and money on people who aren't sincerely interested in your product or service. All right. You need to target higher quality prospects rather than higher quantity. Quality and convertibility are what's important. In other words, go where the money is. Over the years, I've discovered how correct my consultant was. I quickly learned that my success ratio with prospects increased when I reminded myself before and during every meeting. I am concerned about the customer's needs. And to do that, I kind of messed up the word need and spelled it Neads. Uh, what I'm after is trying to find the right product and service after I determine what their real needs are. All right. Here's how this works, and it's for now. What does the customer have now? If you know what your prospect has now, you have a good idea of the type of person he is, and you have a good idea of what he will want to have in the future. If you're selling something, it's pretty easy. They came in for a tax return, you're selling a tax return, it's the same. But if they're coming in and they need some coaching, but they've never done any coaching, a lot harder to do. Also, if they're doing their own books and you're telling them they should get a bookkeeper again, you got to convince them. E is for enjoy. You need to know what the customer enjoys about what they have now. What is their major motivation for getting involved with it? All right. So what is it they like about what's going on? All right. A is for alter, which is what don't they like? What would the customer like to alter or improve about what he has now? And finally, D, who's going to make the decision? Specifically, who's going to make the final decision? Do they need to get their spouse, their partner? Try to get everybody in there. Look, this is a skill that you can improve even if you're not a natural salesperson. Trust me, I'm not. Okay. Often, once you remember to qualify your customer and work to meet their needs, you will see your sales increase dramatically. We're going to talk about a lot of things over the next probably the next month or two about sales. And one of the things I've learned is that we need to concentrate on the customer. Too many people get a product and then go out and try to find a customer. quite frankly, it comes down to what is it the customer is looking for? What do they need? All right. That's very much more important than what the product is, because you might be selling something they just don't want or need. So the easiest thing is to find out what they need. The other thing too is to, as you're in business more, look for entry points. Where is it that people call you? What are they calling you about? Ours is very simple, right? I get calls because they think they're paying too much tax, and they think that they're disorganized. Their business has outgrown their prior accountant. They're working harder and not making as much money as they should. So that's why we tell people we do tax returns, we do tax planning, we do profit coaching, which, by the way, finally we're getting that off the ground. Hopefully no COVID type crap happens again this year. Anyways, knock on wood. But I mean, so what do? Since that's what people come in with, we look over their tax return for free, see if there's anything that was missed, talk to them about it, look what opportunities are available, explain how we do tax planning and what program we use, and give them people that they can talk to that have been doing tax planning with us forever. Also, as far as profit coaching, we have the book that we published, we have these videos that we have the blog, the course that's going to be coming up. So we have all these things to show them what we do differently. You need to look at your business and kind of do the same thing. What is it that brings people in, and how can you prove that you're the best solution for them? We're going to be talking about this much, much more. But remember, you need to qualify the customer first. All right. Not all customers are right for you. And that's important to understand, even if you're new. All right. It's taken me years to get over that. I always want to try to help people that come in, and some of them can't afford you. If you want to help them, that's fine. I mean, you can help people, but make a conscious decision to do that and understand the cost. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. God bless. Have a great weekend. See you in church. Thank you very much. Bye. And we're out of here.